Welcome to calibration number 10, the GMR transfer function. In this video, I'll guide you through the entire process from setup to final save. Begin by opening the system calibrations and selecting calibration 10. Review the parameters carefully. For this procedure, we will run a magnetic scan with 2 microns in the X direction, 50 microns in the Y direction, a total width of 800 microns, and 300 microamps of current when in contact. Once you have confirmed these values, open the acquisition wizard. Inside the wizard, change the scan type to magnetic, then set the magnetic scan type to high-resolution XY. On the far right, switch the scan to line scan. This calibration is essentially the same as calibration 9, but here we are using the GMR instead of the squid. Moving forward, open step 3 and select Touch Probe Assisted Leveling. Then, click Lower Touch Probe with partial Z and choose 3 points within your scan area. For this example, we'll use line 12. Once your points are selected, click Automatically Level Sample to continue. In step 4, set the GMR sensor scan type to out of contact, and under distance below window or sensor, enter 200 microns. Click Initialize Scan Area. Make sure the high-res camera is selected under Position Control, and that camera is also chosen under Scan Area Translation. Then click Move to Location. Turn on the joystick, set the velocity to fast, and define your scan range. The start point should always be at the bottom left corner of your scan line, and the end point should be at the top right corner. Set up the Dino Light camera so you can monitor the GMR. Once your scan points are confirmed, click Done. Now change the GMR scan type to In Contact and continue to step 5. At this stage, set the X step size to 2 microns and keep the number of Y lines at 50. Then move to step 6. Select Advanced Current Control, set the maximum voltage to 5 and the maximum current to 300 microamps. Click Voltage and Current Control. If calibration 9 has not been performed, run an IV curve test at this point. Click Generate Curve, and make sure the line displayed is linear. Also verify that the correct connections are active on the small green board connected to the test mask. Once all values and connections are confirmed, click Done and move on to step 7. Now name your parameter. I'm naming mine Calibration 10 in contact line scan 300 current. Choose your file location, and click the orange Start Scan button. Keep the Dino Light camera running to monitor the GMR, especially as the cantilever flexes when it makes contact with the sample. Once the scan is finished, click Done, return to System Calibration, and reopen Calibration 10. Load the magnetic field scan you just completed, selecting the X file only. Finally, check the Z fitting in the lower right corner of the screen. The value must be 12 microns or less. If it passes, click Save Calibration, and you are finished. If it does not pass, you will need to repeat Calibration 7, lowering the GMR closer during that process, and then run Calibration 10 again. This concludes calibration number 10, the GMR transfer function. By carefully following these steps, you'll ensure accurate and reliable calibration results every time.